I think Demon Slayer might be the saddest anime that we are currently watching.
Oh, yeah.
And saddest and darkest. So, like, we have the Dark Trio. I don't think any of them hold a candle to how dark Demon Slayer is when you really think about it. Like, we spoke about this earlier. Demon Slayer, there's nobody that has, like, a decent story.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 120 of Keeping It 9000. On this week's episode, we talked about why Oda is taking a break from One Piece.
And we touched base on Demon Slayer. It's been a while since we talked about it, so we did like a whole season review on the characters. Y'all gotta check it out. We went in.
Yes, sir. You know, the episode's gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
It's over 9,000!
All right, fam. What is up? What is good? This is Keeping It 9000. Otaku with my brotaku. Shonen with my
Bronin.
anime conversations from a NYC.
POV, you
heard me. All right, we're gonna get it, bro. It's been a little bit.
It's been a minute, bro.
They don't know because we put out content consistently because we like
know.
on top of ours.
Yes,
Shout out to all y'all who paying attention. Shout out to all y'all who hating too, because we in the content, we in the comments and we talking back to you.
That's a fact.
And just for y'all who are wondering what I'm talking about, I mean in the comments of our social media platforms. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. We are on Twitter. We're on YouTube. And we can have even more of a conversation on Discord. So make sure to check out that Discord app as well as all the other social media channels and have a conversation with us. Share the content with your friends because if you enjoy the conversations that J. Cole and I have, push it out because the more you push it out, the more it helps us, the more content that we could create for you. Come on, fam. Let's get this thing done. We can't do it without y'all. We love y'all, and we want y'all to push us forward because that's the only way we move.
Yes, sir. That's really what it is. So if you guys don't know, Keep It in 9000 is an anime podcast.
Yes, sir.
We are from New York City.
Facts.
And we talk about our honest opinions of anime. We bring people on the show. I mean, we just love hearing more people's opinions. And this is one thing about Keep It in 9000. No opinion is wrong. No. Like, an opinion is an opinion.
Yes, sir.
Like, nothing is fact. So when you see a lot of those people arguing in the comments talking about, oh, you're wrong at a third, y'all gotta, I don't know, something's wrong with y'all. Like that, if someone wants to think that way, that's fine. That's how they perceive it, bro. Like, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, I'm not gonna be mad because you like it that way and I like it another. Like, that's cool, bro. Honestly, your opinion may open my mind to a different point of view.
Yeah, that's facts. And we've said it before, anime is art. And the thing about art is that it is subjective. Exactly. Subjective means that there is no fact to how good it is. Yep. It's either people like it or people don't like it. And you could be on one side or you could be on the other side. If you want to argue with us and have a conversation, that is fine. Yeah, we are open. As you can tell, if you look through the comments, we are very open to having the conversation.
Major facts.
But I don't know. There's some people who come in a little too aggressive and it's like, you're not even trying to have a conversation. You're trying to just dunk on people and then walk away. Like somebody pulled up and was like, yo, these people obviously shouldn't have a podcast, so I'm just going to say this stuff and then block them and go so they can't respond back. It's like, why even bother why even bother coming onto the page to say that?
Like, if you're going to pull up, be a man about it.
Like, why even bother typing out these words if this is the, like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to say to somebody. It's just like, if you feel that way, just don't be here then.
Exactly. Like, no one told you come to the party, bro. You want to stand on the wall, go somewhere else, bro. Like, yo, these guys who host this party, bro, yo, they're getting too many girls, bro. It's, damn, like no one's watching me, bro. Do you, bro?
Yeah,
have fun.
Just do your own thing.
Play your lane. If that's not the lane you want to do, then I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
It's so weird to me.
And then you're gonna recommend that we have our product be like this other product, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't watch anime content to go, I want my podcast to look like that. I don't.
Exactly.
I watch Keep It 9000. I'm like, all right, sick, yo, we did that good. You know, we could improve this a little bit.
Exactly.
But like, I only watch other anime content just to be a nerd. Like, if I want to watch, like, I watch a lot of theory videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of, like, seasonal reviews.
Facts.
But that's just me on some nerd stuff. That's not me going, oh, man, I love
That's what I strive to be.
I can't wait to be that. Yeah. No, that's weird, bro.
It's like we could take inspiration from some places, but we're not actively going to these anime pages to just go, yeah, this is what I want my page to be. If they do it that way, they're doing it well. That's what they created.
Exactly.
For us, we want to be able to create something that is good on our own terms. Like, I look at it like life. You know how some people look at life and they're like, yo, this person has this, so I need to compete with that person. I've never looked at shit that way. For me, it's like I'm in competition with only myself. If you got that, great for you. If you're making $100K a year.
I mean, y'all can search the comments and find out. We haven't gonna talk about it. But let's just say, my boy really said some stuff that was preposterous to me. As a man who tried to be a professional photographer, I ain't never seen some tomfoolery. Honestly, that we had two characters that day. We had the tomfoolery with that, and then we had the Uncle Ruckus with the other counter. I was like, bro, make me a coon on the comments. Come on, bro. You doing
Came
bad
into our
for
comments
people.
just to coon around. Yeah, for y'all who don't know what you're talking about, yo, jump into the comments, bro. It goes down over there.
It goes down.
That's a fact. But again, it's like we're in competition with ourselves. We'll see certain things and we'll draw inspiration from it and we'll try to improve our product. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we're not looking at somebody else's page and going, I want that. We don't want what you have. We want to create. We want to create what we want to create to produce something that we want. That is our goal. And I think that's an amazing message to send out to people in life.
Yes, sir.
Don't look at somebody else and check out their pockets to find out what they have. Create it for yourself and find out the next steps you need to take to become a better you.
You know, it's crazy. I was listening to Gary Vee the other day, and I mean, everybody hates Gary Vee, but my boy just be spitting. So he said something that actually just makes so much sense, and it was related to that. Yeah. He was like, "There's only two ways to be the best building in town. You can build your building and not look at other buildings, and just keep building your building. Yeah. Or you can knock down every other building around you to make your building the biggest, tallest building in town." I'm just going to build my building. Yeah. Everybody who wants to knock down all the other buildings, bro, it gets lonely.
Yeah. And also, we are part of this anime community, bro. We talk to a lot of anime content creators, and we have a lot of stuff in the works with these people. So
shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to the gang.
Honestly, I feel like we haven't been on anybody's show in a minute. We haven't really connected. So, you know, if you listening right now, what's the next project? What's up? If you out of state, pull up to New York. If you want us to pull up, let us know. Honestly, I could take some time like in the summer or whatever to figure it out. You feel me? Yeah. So
that's the next step. That's the next step. Keeping It 9000 has welcomed a lot of people to our platform. Now it's time for us to move on to other people's platforms. So yeah, I definitely need to look out for that because we're gonna be making some moves pretty soon.
Yes, sir. But yo, this is an anime podcast. So
let's talk about anime, fam.
But first, let's talk about some anime news.
Yes, sir. Yo, I mean, one of the biggest anime in the world. It's a part of the big three. One Piece is taking a month-long hiatus.
Wait, a whole month?
A whole month.
Sheesh.
And I know One Piece fans are tight.
Yeah, you've been following for 10 years. A whole number month is crazy. Bruh.
Son, I can't imagine like what they're going through right now. Like as soon, especially right now, One Piece is getting good on both fronts. Like the anime, I'm hearing really good things about, and I'm hearing really good things about the manga.
Oh, the manga going crazy right now. Trust me, I'm fake caught up.
I hate this guy.
Nah, I read the past 5 chapters. It's crazy right now.
Yeah, I'm hearing crazy stuff going on with One Piece right now. But the mangaka, he's going through some health issues. Okay. He needs eye surgery because, honestly, like, being a mangaka is, at some point, we need to have a conversation with an actual mangaka to see what they go through because it is torture for them.
That's a fact.
Bro, to be able to, like, draw this, it's just hours sitting down, looking at a paper or a screen for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours and doing detailed work, not only just drawing it, but also like writing the story.
Correct.
It's insane. And it's only usually like they have people to like do shading and stuff for them, right? But like a lot of it is on them. It's not like comic books where it's just like, all right, you have somebody drawing it, you have somebody like writing the story, and then you have somebody putting in the color into it. It's like mangaka is like, it's full service with them.
Yeah, some of them like graduated like Kishimoto. Yeah. With Boruto, he doesn't do most of Boruto. But whenever he feels like Kodachi is not hitting the mark, he's like, you could tell like when Kishimoto puts his pen on that paper, it's different. Like that's when Boruto has its peaks because it's just like he knows the story.
This is the actual story. Yeah. But with Oda, it's affected him so much that his eyesight is. His eyesight is starting to go.
Oh man, look at Tachi.
Honestly. So before his eyesight completely goes, he needs to get eye surgery. And the recovery time is about a month long. So he needs to be able to, go to the hospital, get his eyes fixed. And he even mentioned in an article, he was just like, yo, my eyesight is becoming so blurry that it's starting to affect my work. And maybe on our end, we can't tell because like we're not as close to it as he is.
Yeah.
But if he can tell that it's affecting his work, yo, bro, get that fixed.
That's a fact.
Take as much time as you take 3 months, take 4 months, take a year.
I mean, look at who's Hunter x Hunter creator name again?
Togashi.
Look at Togashi. He's been taking all the breaks he needs.
Nah, I was just saying that to troll One Piece fans. Yo, Oda, take all the time you need. If you gotta take 3 years, fam, get your eyes right.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Get to it, man. Like, I do appreciate like just them watching out for their health, man. Like, cause it's important. Like at the end of the day, like you're creating these amazing, like beautiful stories and like cool products for us. But like you're human, bro. Like we get it. Like like if me and Kev are literally no voice, freaking eyes bleeding from video editing, we're gonna take a break and recalculate how we gonna do the podcast. Like, come on.
That's the only time we'll take a break, though.
That's a fact.
We here for y'all.
We podcast until we can't talk no more.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We're gonna keep it like that, so don't talk about bro tacos.
So do my bro.
That was real. Nah, but also I think this is also good for just the what do you call it? The manga and anime industry itself. It's not good for the fans, I don't think, but because the fans are gonna have to wait. But it's definitely good for the creator, which stuff like this wasn't done in the past. Like, bro, they were abusing these manga. The fact that they have to make like certain manga have like 30 pages a week.
Yeah,
like 30 pages easy a week.
Yep,
a week you got to put out 30 pages. Like the amount of stress that puts on a person, and that's just the physical, emotional stress. Imagine the like physical stress that takes on a person with just literally having to draw panel by panel by panel until you reach a specific amount of pages a week.
Yeah, and it was crazy. Like, so I was going deep into like the manga kind of like Reddit stuff every day. And they were talking about that. They were talking about how like it's stressful on the mangaka. Yeah. And like this is the reason why. Like, say for example, like I guess this is the best example is Boruto, right? Yeah. Boruto's monthly for a reason. Yeah. You get 60 pages. Yeah. Which is equivalent to close to the output that you need if you put out weekly. So it's like, what would you rather? You rather your mangaka blow their brains out trying to get it all done before Thursday so it can drop on Friday? Yeah. Or, give them 28 days to just make what they need to make and then put out with the work. You're still going to get your manga at the end of the day.
You just have to wait a little longer. Yeah. But at least the product isn't struggling,
Exactly. And I don't know about y'all, but if anybody read One Punch Man, especially when they did that big peak like a year or two ago, they dropped a 120-page manga. And when I tell you about it, the art in that was like close to hyper realistic. Yeah. Nah, bros, they needed eye surgery. Their back was broken. Hand surgery, carpal tunnel off their ass, bro. Like, oh my god, like I can only imagine. Like, it's tough.
Yeah, I'm just really imagine mangaka like taping pencils to their hands. Like, I gotta get this out somehow.
Their wives are just spoon feeding them from far away. Like, babe, give me some food. Thank you. Back to work. Can you even have a family? Like, bruh. I don't even know. Like, it must be tough.
Bruh. Nah, it's insane. I'm just glad that these mangaka have these opportunities to do this because I remember in the past, like that's what happened with Tite Kubo, the mangaka for Bleach. Like that's why we got the Fullbring arc.
Oh, okay.
Because he was so abused that he just started putting out
trash.
Like he started putting out straight trash, bro. And now that we have the opportunity to that mangaka have the opportunity to take a break when they need it for stuff like eye surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe because of this, we can have like a better product because these mangaka are actually starting to take better care of themselves.
Correct.
Which is dope. I like that.
That's a fact. I'm for it, man.
I'm for it. I know you One Piece fans are tight right now because you got to wait a whole month. But hey, if you want the product to be as good as it can be, you want the artist who creates it to be as healthy as they can be.
That's a fact. And after what Oda just dropped this week, y'all want him to be healthy. I'll tell you that. He just unveiled the master plan. Yeah. Oh, man.
Yes, sir.
Fire. But moving on, bro. I feel like this has been a good anime season. Like, there's been a lot of stuff going on. We had our Hell's Paradises. I've been watching a lot of Heavenly Delusion still. But I feel like one anime we haven't really talked about.
We haven't. We just left it in the cut, bro.
Like kind of just abandoned it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe
It's in the middle of our wall right there.
I don't know why. Maybe it was just a take that we had, like, or maybe it was just kind of like, you know what the thing is about this anime. I feel like it's gotten so much hype, that we're kind of just like, it's coming out.
Yeah,
you know, like, we know there's gonna be an episode, but I think it's time to give it a little bit of appreciation.
Yeah, we need to give it some attention because like it's doing good things. It's doing some bad things. Like that fish was not necessary.
Yeah, that little CGI needed to go.
Yeah, the CGI on it is not great. Like even. I mean, we could touch base on it a little later, but like we're talking about Demon Slayer, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Demon Slayer, we haven't been paying as much attention on it on the podcast, but we've definitely kept our eyes peeled and have been watching each episode as they have dropped.
Weekly.
Sometimes.
You know,
sometimes we binge a couple, you know. We got full-time jobs. We work, you know. We make money to be able to support this podcast, so you know we have to be able to do that.
You know, I just got Crunchyroll for the first time in my life.
Yeah, but Demon Slayer's been killing it right now, and I think story-wise it's amazing.
Yeah, of course.
This isn't my favorite arc. I think it's a good arc though. It's fire, and I'm just excited to see where like it keeps on going and where it's progressing. And it seems like right now it's almost towards the end of this specific arc or this piece of the arc. Better yet, because there's another half where there's like a training thing that happens after this. Yeah,
there's some training things, training stuff. Yep.
So we just want to like.
Arc.
Yes, sir. We just want to touch base on the Demon Slayer Swordsmith arc and the characters that are new to the story, new or like reoccurring, but have focus in the story.
Let's get it.
And I think I want to start. What do you want to start with first? You want to start with demons, or do you want to start with the Hashira? You want to start with?
Let's start with the demons.
The demons.
This has been an interesting arc because you know. I mean, I feel like there's usually like an A and B demon, but this is the first time that the crew are fighting like legit like two upper moons,
bro.
Like, and I forgot one of them was an upper moon because he don't really look like it, bro.
Yeah, let's talk about the demons though. First, we're gonna talk about Gyoku, who's upper moon 5.
Okay.
So Gyoku. Overall, just a weirdo, bro.
I don't like him. I hate him. I kind of hate him, bro.
Not a fan. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
He reminds me a little bit of Daidara from Naruto.
Of course.
Where he's just like, I'm an artist and like my art is so great, but meanwhile the art that he produces is just trash. And he's just a weirdo that likes seeing like death and destruction amongst everywhere.
Yeah.
Like so much so that when he was a human, his whole thing was like he used to take these like fish and kill them and just put them into urns and collect them. And that was just like his thing. So imagine 1, how bad he smelled. 2, him thinking like that was like dope and good, appropriate art. And he's always been like cocky about his stuff too.
Yeah.
Like he looks at other people and goes, "What, you think that's what's like good? Nah, this is real art. You see this dead fish in this urn? This is fire." And people just had to put up with that.
Man, Gyoko the type of guy who's scaring away all the girls.
100%.
It's like, yo, bro, what's up? Where we out to? Yo, we can go to my crib. Gyoko, like, you know we ain't going to your crib,
We can
bro.
smell your crib from 3 blocks away, fam. We're not doing it.
It smell like straight up Tsukiji Market up in there, bro. Smelling like mad. You know what I'm saying?
Like bacalao, if you catch what I'm saying. My Dominican shout out.
It was disgusting. Like.
Yeah, gross. And like throughout the while he was a human, everybody knew like he was just a gross weirdo. Yeah. So much so that even children would make fun of him. Like,
of course.
One child was like, "You fish ass," and you know what he ended up doing? He killed that child and stuffed that child into an urn.
Now that's crazy.
Crazy. The child's parents found out, and they were like, "Oh, you out here killing our kids? We gotta poke you up."
Okay.
So literally, he got jumped by the children's parents.
Yeah. So
much so that he was on the brink of death, and you know. Big Daddy Muzan pulled up and was like, "Oh, we have one of the worst people on the planet over here." You know what I like doing to them,
man?
Yo, drink my blood real quick. Become a demon for me.
Muzan's the craziest A&R, bro. Like he just be like, "Who's on the label today?"
Yeah, that's a fact.
I heard we had a real sick motherfucker here.
This guy got talent.
Come through to the Infinity Castle. Let's get it.
What you think? You killed a kid and shoved them into an urn? By yourself?
That's kind of hard.
That's hard, bro.
That's kind of hard, bro. Dude, Muzan is fucked up.
Yo, son, Muzan got problems.
He really got problems, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. And so Muzan made him a demon, and then like became his thing. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna kill people and turn them into art."
Yep.
Just like what he did with the swords. The swordsmiths in the Swordsmith Village.
When he first pulled up in the little urn and kind of he started collecting the bodies and stuffing them in there. That was crazy.
And he was like, "Yo, what's up? You want to see some art real quick, Tanjiro and Muichiro?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to see some art? Yo, here's these swordsmen art, right?" And they're like, "Yo, that's just torture. Like, what are you doing? Like, nah, it's art. Believe me. They're like, no, it's not art. He's like, nah, it's art. You want to see it be real art? You see those swords in them?
Yeah, he was wild for that, bro.
Yo.
He was really wild for that.
Nah, from jump, I think he's just one of those people. You know how they say some people nobody's born bad?
Yeah.
This motherfucker was born bad.
Oh,
bro.
he was born all the way twisted, bro.
He was born fucked up. But super powerful demon, though. Not gonna lie. Like, that man got some strength on him.
That's a fact. He was really putting everybody into work, bro.
Bruh.
But to be honest, my boy Morichiro was like, I'll take him 1v1. I don't need no help. I'm an upper moon. You see my body. I'm a night upper moon. He's a freaking Hashira.
Yeah.
You know his body.
Yeah, and speaking of body, we gonna get into that.
Yes, sir.
Like, what the fuck?
Yes, sir. But real back on Gyoko real quick. Like his powers were just kind of mid. Like
A little bit. Powerful demon, but like seeing his powers just sucked. Like,
yeah.
Like, what's your power? Fish?
Yeah.
He was like, what can you do with the fish? Oh, we can do a little like, what's that Pokemon that could shoot pins out of its back? That water type. I can't remember its name.
I forgot his name too, bro.
Yeah, I forget his name. It's like I know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But he was like, I got some fish that could shoot needles out of them, and he caught Morichiro with a good one, bro. When he was about to shoot that little swordsmith.
Oh yeah,
bruh. Morichiro had to jump in there and just take him to the face,
bro. That was crazy.
and he got poisoned.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know how the hell he kept fighting through that. Like, Morichiro, you just forgot?
bro. Morichiro had like 3-inch needles sticking out his face,
face.
being suspended in a water bubble, bleeding out. Like,
100%.
That was wild.
Yeah. And then he got like, little marks. We can't really touch base on that. Yeah, because we don't want to spoil too much for y'all. But, man got tatted a little bit and started putting in the work on Gyoko.
It was crazy. Also, what's crazy about Gyoko was that little fish that went to try to stab the little kid. It moved so slow. It was just creeping through like, yo, come over here. Get over here. I got something to show you, bro.
Yo, slow down.
My man's was just like, ah. That was crazy. Oh, also, I mean, this is Gyoko's biggest L. He should have not tortured my man like that for so long. Bro was really there. Like, I don't know why he's not stopping. Like, I'm really trying to get... This is the perfect example we were talking about. He really was trying to tear down everybody else's building.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, yo, I'm going to destroy this man. Like, he's not going to finish his sword, but I'm not going to kill him.
Yeah, and that, bruh, I've never seen a more hating ass nigga than Gyoko.
That's a
He was
fact.
like, oh, that nigga doing work. He putting work into his art and his fire.
Yo.
I can't just make better art. I'm gonna fuck up his art.
I'm going to fuck up his art, yo.
Like, yeah, hating ass nigga. Y'all, see, some of y'all be Gyokos in the comments. Just saying.
That's a fact.
Just saying. But yeah, you know what power I did not like about Gyoko though?
Yeah.
There was in this past episode 9, when he was fighting Morichiro, he was like, yo, all right, let me give you my true form real quick, and I'm gonna like stab you up. Came at Morichiro, sliced him a little bit, caught a bit of his shirt. It's like a shirt turned into fish.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Like, what type of shitty ass power is that?
Yeah.
It's like King Midas with
Yeah,
fish.
that shit was weird.
That's so weird. Not a fan of that.
I think like I feel like a lot of the demons' powers truly do come from like their sins. And kind of like all the fucked up shit they did. So Muzan was just like, I guess you
gonna make fish.
make fish.
Shove fish in the pots. Well, you can make as many fish as you want to shove in however many pots you want.
They be at Clubhouse Muzan like, yo, what's for dinner? Goku's like, yo, we got sushi, bro. Nah, we good.
Nah, I'll take any other fish. Just no fish from Gyoko, bro.
Goku did your thing, man. But
Yeah.
On it, what would you rate him? Like, out of all the upper moons you've seen so far, you had was Guillaume and the girl. I mean, you also had like the one
Spider one.
I mean, they were like lower moons, but yeah, spider ones, that whole family, and then homeboy Akaza. Like, where would you put him so far?
Yoko's definitely on the bottom of the list. I couldn't tell you where specifically he's on the bottom of the list, but he's definitely above. What's the ugly one and the his sister?
It's not Guillaume.
He's like
Gyutaro and Daki.
Yeah. He's definitely above them. Cause not gonna lie, Yoko is like strong, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a weak upper moon. He put in work on Muichiro. Muichiro was just like that nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really stop that.
That's
You
a fact.
can't stop Muichiro. Well, Gyoko can't stop Muichiro. But like, he's definitely like strong though.
Yeah, he's strong.
Like, he definitely put in work in that season, and I can't imagine how annoyed Miichiro was to fight him, because this man just has mad urns planted around the space, and he could jump from whichever one that he wants, left to right, whenever the hell he wants. That was, bro, I can't imagine. Like, imagine like trying to fist fight somebody and then he could just pop up and so like, well, I'm good. Oh, you thought you caught me? Nope. gone.
Yeah.
And there was times where he even like sliced off his head and he was like, wrong one. Bro.
It's true. He was on some Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu shit.
100%. Yeah. And even like before he died, bro, that shit was crazy where Morichiro like decapitated him and he should have died, but he was like, nah, I'm coming back for you, you stank, fake ass, not real Hashira, ugly ass. Like, when he just started cutting Morichiro's ass before he passed.
He's like, I'm going to be the biggest hater. The last thing I'm going to put into this world is straight up hate, bro.
It was just like, you weak ass, son of a bitch ass, you can't do shit ass. Like, what the fuck is mist? You either fire or you water. Why the fuck you steam, nigga? What the fuck is that?
Morichiro said, shut the fuck up. Turn this nigga to, bro, I didn't even know what it, nigga turned him into dust. Like, he disintegrated him down to the cellular level. Like,
he's like, he was like, so you just gonna be a head?
Yeah.
Not no more. Like, yo,
hey, Morichiro, he just got that fresh blade too, so you know that thing was working.
Bruh. I ain't never seen somebody get decapitated and then like turn it to mincemeat afterwards.
That was crazy.
My man turned him into ground beef real quick.
Bro didn't even get a flashback.
No.
Like, honestly, like, unless
Morichiro cut that part out.
Exactly. Unless you read the manga or you read some forums, you really not gonna know his flashback, bro.
No. Or they'll probably do some dumb shit like put it in the beginning of the next episode.
Oh man, we don't need that. We definitely don't need that.
It's just gonna be this man collecting fish.
Facts. They need to not show that scene of him putting the kid in the urn either. Like, we don't need more weirdos in the world getting
inspiration.
Yeah, bro, I'm good.
Nah, Gyoko, good villain, horrendous demon. Would not want to be around that. Probably smells awful. But now let's move on to this demon is Upper Moon number 4, and this man goes crazy. Han Tengu, Upper Moon number 4. So his whole backstory was he was a criminal, but he was like a big coward. Mm-hmm. So he would do like a lot of different crimes and like thief, murder, just lie, steal, all of that. But within his crimes, he was like, when he was caught, he would just be like, nah, it wasn't me. Like, I didn't, it could have been me. Like, I'm just some old, feeble, like, man. I can't commit like any major crimes. And down the line, eventually, like, the magistrate of the village that he lived in caught him for like the crime of murder that he did. Yeah. And what he said was, I didn't commit the crime. It was my hands that committed the crime. Because he's also not all the way there, too. So he was just like, my hands like have minds of their own, and they committed the crime.
These hands really work. Hands really work.
My hands work whether I like them or not. I try to stop them, but my hands.
I can't get these hands to stop working, bro.
Stop working, son. Eventually, he gets sentenced to death.
Okay.
And Big Daddy Muzan, he's just like, oh, we got a man that's killing people that's just blaming like body parts on himself.
I like that.
Birdman. Sounds like a winner to me.
Welcome to Cash Money, baby.
Cash Money Muzan, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so my man Muzan pulled up to him while he was in jail and was like, all right, here's some blood. Join the squad. Become part of us. And so eventually, what's his name again?
Han Tengu.
Eventually, Han Tengu breaks out of prison. He kills the magistrate and was just like, hey, bye. And then goes to Muzan and becomes a demon that, just does his thing, likes killing, but also he doesn't come off as like the other demons, which is the interesting thing about Han Tengu. Because his original form, he's just like a scared little, like we saw him when he first popped out. He was just like, yeah, I'm just here, not doing much. He looked
like a little, like, you ever seen like a cicada? You ever seen a cicada in real life? Yeah, the bug. Uh-huh. Like, they kind of just like old looking and they just chill, but they be making the loudest noises. That's what Han Tengu is. He's that like a cicada.
A little bit. He reminds me of what's that old man from Family Guy? Hey Chris, how you doing?
I forgot his name, but yeah. I forgot, bro, his name, but he was weird. Yeah, that's what had a little whistle every time he spoke.
What's going on here? Yeah, Han Tengu reminds me of him a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, his whole thing was. Yeah, he's just a bit of a weirdo, but a coward at the same time, which is an interesting like character placement because you don't really see that in anime often, where it's just like you have a villain and he's like a big bad, especially when you get to see like him become like his truest self.
Oh, his progression crazy.
But like he's just like always in the corner, just like, oh, I hope nobody yells at me too loud. But meanwhile, this man is Upper Moon number 4. There's only 3 after you, son.
Exactly.
Weird, but throughout the series, we get to see him like grow and progress. And his interesting power is that whenever they slice off his head, you get another one of him. Yep. And that other one of him embodies a specific emotion that he has. So the original one that you see is just fear.
Yeah.
And then let me read out the list of the other versions of him. So we got
we have anger,
Sekido. Sekido is anger. Then we got Karaku, who is pleasure. Then we got Aizetsu, who is sorrow. And we got Orogi, who is joy. And Zohakuten, who is hatred. Yeah. But Zohakuten is the one, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. That's so I read some stuff the other day too about him. So basically every single one of his forms is basically a different stage in his life as an adult.
Interesting.
So the strongest one of him is actually the youngest version.
Okay.
That's the anger.
Yeah.
He's full of anger. And then as he went through the different stages of life, he started to experience more of those emotions.
No, the strongest is hatred.
Sorry. Oh yeah, strongest is hatred. Yeah. So the hatred was the first start, and then he got to experience all the other emotions that led him to become that fearful, kind of scared old man. But yeah, so that's why if you look at each one of them, they're kind of all slightly older and slightly taller as they go through.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like those different versions of him put in work, bro.
Oh yeah.
So much so that you had how many people fighting him? You had Tanjiro fighting him. You had Nezuko fighting him, and you had Genya fighting him.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And now you got the Love Pillar fighting him too, bruh. Like, yeah, that man has been putting in work through every episode, son. First, you slice off his head. You get the one with the I can't name him in order, but we got the one with the staff, with the sword at the end of it, who can just like poke you the hell up. We got the one with the fan that will just be like,
the fan be violating, bro.
He'd be like, "Oh, you really trying to fight right now? Sit the fuck down, nigga."
Like, he really be hitting Shimmer Tensei on all these hoes, bro.
100%. Then you got the one with the lightning staff, who's just disrespectful.
I hate him, bro. He's mad annoying. Every time they about to get there, he's just like, nope.
It's like when you play Pokemon and they paralyze you.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, that's exactly what that nigga is.
Facts.
Then you got mans with you got Bird nigga.
Oh yeah.
You got that, and he's
kind of the weakest one though.
Yeah, 100%.
Until he screams in your ear.
Yeah. Bruh, when Tanjiro's just like, I can't hear shit no more.
Yeah. He's that like, that's cool. You telling me mad direction, but it's not going nowhere.
I don't know what you say that I can't read lips, boo.
Yo no hablo.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a fact, man. It was all the craziest forms, bro.
100%. But then the real one, bro. The real one is Zohakuten, who can just do all of their moves.
Yeah, that was wild.
Bruh, he just got drums on his back, and he's just like, yo. And I'm also like Hashirama at the same time.
Facts.
This man could pull out some wooden dragons out of his ass for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that was wild. This past episode of Demon Slayer, if y'all haven't seen it, we just spoiled a lot for you. Sorry. But I mean, it's coming out weekly, and it's one of the hottest anime out right now, and it's you need to catch up. And we're not giving too much away. We're just we're talking about it pretty vaguely. Yeah. We're giving you some details because we gotta make content,
of course.
But like, yo, you gotta watch this new season of Demon Slayer because it is going crazy. And my man, what's this nigga's name again? Why do I keep fucking
Tengu?
Han Tengu and his different forms are doing crazy things. Right now, he hasn't even lost yet. We already lost old boy Fish Boy. He's gone. Han Tengu is still putting in work with just his main Zohakuten right now.
Yeah, what's crazy is like I remember reading the manga and like I don't know, I kind of compartmentalized this whole arc in my brain. I just thought it was mid.
Yeah.
But then as I'm watching it, I realized I'm like, yo, this nigga Han Tengu be wilding, bro. Like he's the plot. He's like the rising climax to every single episode because he's just violating each time.
100%.
And then you get Gyoko and the Muichiro, which is like kind of like the main story of everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he is fucking Tanjiro never got this fucked up in his life.
Nah.
When my man can't hear. I'm pretty sure he got like 4 toes sliced off.
Yeah, he's internally bleeding.
Yeah, he's internally bleeding. Like, what is this man gonna do next? Love Pillar showed up at she could have been there definitely 2 episodes earlier.
Bro,
that helped him out a little bit.
She was really taking her time. I forgot she was there.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, honestly, how is he gonna beat them, bro? Like, there's literally no way.
No
like,
way.
Muichiro not gonna come there fast enough. Like, he just put in work.
Yeah, and Nezuko, like, she can put in work, but like, yo, you ain't just doing it, you, Nezuko, and Genya. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think his problem was that he invited Genya to the fight.
Yeah, Genya's not really doing much. He's there like a little bit.
Yeah.
But like Genya, I just be feeling bad for Genya, bro.
Dude, Genya got turned into Swiss cheese. that was crazy. I was like, yo, how are you not dead, bro?
Yeah, nah. Genya is just getting worked right now.
Yeah.
But like, shout out to you for even trying because I mean, Genya has to know he a side character. But he really like putting in work as if he the main character.
You know, it was that the beginning of the season where Tanjiro was being mad buddy with him, and he was just like, "Genya, remember in the hot springs when I told you I was the main character? I meant that. I really meant that. So all of his attitude that you've had recently, like you need to just cut this shit out because it's not your story.
Like, yo, I'll write you out, fam.
Yeah,
I'll get you written out real quick, Genya. You trying to die?
He's trying to die. I can make it happen.
Make it happen.
Don't worry.
100%. And Genya's goal, as we all know, is to become a new Hashira. I don't think that's gonna happen, fam.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. But speaking of Hashira, let's move on to the love pillar. Because baby putting in work,
Yeah,
fam.
she be violating, bro.
We got Mitsuri Kanroji.
Yeah, Kanroji, that's shorty right there.
That's shorty, bro. Like, and her story is really interesting too. I did some research on her, and her backstory is she was born to like this family where it's just like a regular family, and her mother wanted her to, her mom and like her dad wanted her to like, you know, become like a wife to somebody eventually.
Oh yeah, spoiler by the way, this is gonna come out like maybe 2 seasons after this part. Yeah.
So eventually, I don't want to give it all away. Essentially, she was born with a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Like unnatural amount of strength. Her mom was born with strength too, but like her strength compared to her mom's strength was just like her mom was like, all right, boo, you got it. Like, we all got it. She's essentially like Sakura, but like useful. If you catch my drift.
Honestly, her character design very reflective.
Very reflective of Sakura. But she was born with a lot of strength, and like she eats a lot too, and so like that affected her in specific ways. Like she is just that bitch from day one to day infinity, bro.
Super thick in all the right places.
Super thick in all the right places, fam. But eventually she got put in a situation where she had to be one specific way because back in, you know, feudal Japan, like they don't want a girl who's strong and like can eat a lot. They're like, yo, what the fuck, bitch? Like, these are man qualities. We don't need this from you. And so she had to pretend to be somebody else, essentially. And down the line, eventually that ended up benefiting her, but at the cost of her being herself. So she had to be able to, like, you know, switch things up and actually find a way to be herself, but also, like, be happy. And her number one goal being the love pillar is to be able to get married. But because of her strength, most of these men don't want her. So she's like, the number one solution for me to do is find a man who's stronger than me so I can marry him. And that is why she joined the Demon Slayer Corps. Strictly, not because she wanted to kill demons. She just wanted to find a mate. Bro.
She's like, I mean, I guess the byproduct of all this is that I had to kill these demons. But I mean, like I'm just trying to find a nigga who can handle me. You feel me? Put it down. Stop playing.
Yo, she
like,
really
like, yo, what's the leader's name? I forgot leader's name again of Demon Slayer.
I can't remember.
But I know he's also a Kibutsuji last name. But yo, like, bro, like, I know you got somebody here. But come on, it's like yo, it's like yo, man, yo, come on, yo, who's this young boy Tanjiro? Nah, Tanjiro can't put it down. He be crying too much. Yo,
she's like, I'm just trying to get plugged.
Inosuke, what's up? Like,
yikes, bro.
Inosuke was cracking.
She's like, I'm trying to see that beast.
Oh my god! I heard you the beast breathing. Show me some beast breathing. I got some love breathing. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, but we all know who she came after.
Oh yeah,
trying
yo.
to get that. Yeah.
You know
She's trying to slither in the grass. If you catch what I'm saying.
Oh man, y'all got a lot to look forward to. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we give it away too much, but it's such fun content to create.
Of course.
Why not talk about it? But yeah, it's interesting seeing her situation because like her whole situation is just like, yo, she's just abnormally strong. She's not really a person that had to work for it much.
Yeah.
She just had it. Like she just was born that bitch, which I like seeing in the anime. Like you never really see like them blessing a girl with like stupendous powers like that just off of the strength.
Facts.
You know? And it's just dope to see her put in work. Throughout the series, we saw her at the hot springs. Tanjiro got a little, a little peekaboo, if you catch what I'm saying.
Yeah, he was wilding for that.
And now we're actually at the point where we're seeing her put in work because we saw her put in work in like 2 episodes ago, where she just destroyed that one demon.
Oh yeah.
Was that even a moon, or was that just like a regular demon?
I thought it was a summoning from Gyoko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she destroyed the Gyoko summoning.
Yeah,
Which honestly, that whole thing when they wrote that in, I was kind of just like, this is such a distraction.
Side,
extra.
yeah.
Like we don't need this. Just have her pull up on the scene, bro.
Mad side story.
Yeah, mad side story, but like her powers are sick, man. Her blade
is crazy.
Her blade is just like a whip. Like she just be. And the thing about it, like it's strong. Like it's not like it's weak. A weak whip. Like it's dead. Like hella strong. I don't know how the guy who designed it at the Swordsmith Village made that shit.
Bruh.
Like he flexed. Like that's true art right there.
Son, how did she put it away? Like, what do you? Excuse me. What do you sheath that in?
You ever had like one of those bandanas that like not bandanas.
Oh.
The thing that you slap on. It's like that's like,
Those slap bracelets.
so she slaps it to make it stiff again, and then she sheaths it probably.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, make it stiff again. I know what she's trying to make stiff again.
Hey, oh man, Conroji, we're sorry for sexualizing you like this.
But she's sexualizing herself. She the love pillar. You trying to get this love for Nabu?
I'm crying. But yeah, I like what she's done so far. Like I can't wait to see in the next few episodes like how she fights and puts it down. But it's just good to see another pillar on the scene.
Yes,
because
sir.
like I don't know, like I'm tired of old boy. Who's the water pillar?
What's his name?
I always be forgetting his name.
The water pillar. Y'all know who the water pillar
Yeah,
is.
I know. Yeah, like it's been a minute since we watched Demon Slayer, like clearly. But yeah, like he's just depressing to watch. I'm like, bro, like this is all y'all can do. Okay, I guess, like you feel me. But she puts it down.
Giyu.
Tomioka.
Tomioka.
Yes, Giyu Tomioka. I'm a Giyu like I'm Tomioka. Oh,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That shit Juliet. Shout out to that song. You ever heard that song?
Nah.
So there's a song. It's like this like TikTok soundbite where the guy goes, "Here, I'll play it for everybody." I know, bro, trying to get some content out too. So give him some clout.
Yeah. Definitely shout out to the not Miss Pillar, Love Pillar though, because yeah, since the moment that we've seen her right now, we still haven't seen her get worked.
I'm gonna roll it over. Yeah, that's a song. Oh, you think I'm a demon? I'm a
G like a Tomioka. Yes, sir. But moving on to the next person. We spoke about him a little bit before, but now we're going to get into it. Yo, the Miss Pillar. We're talking about Muichiro.
Yes, sir. The man of the season. Honestly.
Was it Muichiro Tokiko?
Toki. Oh my! I don't want to get destroyed again.
Tokito.
Yeah,
Muichiro
yeah,
Tokito.
Tokito
Yo, he's
Muichiro.
the Miss Pillar. And for y'all who have been paying attention, bro, this man puts in work. He's only like 13 years old, too. He's literally the youngest Demon Slayer Hashira in existence ever. And his story is one of the most sad stories.
Bro, that was... like boy lost both parents in one day. Same day.
Lost both parents in one day. Mom struggling, had pneumonia. Dad was like, "Yo, you're the love of my life. You're the mother of my children. I'm gonna go out in the rain, climb this mountain, and get this special herb to be able to save your life."
Yeah, he was kind of dumb for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Man falls off mountain. Wife dies of pneumonia. So it's only the twins left.
Yeah.
Muichiro and Yuichiro.
Yes.
And Muichiro's twin brother, not a nice guy, bro.
Bro, Yuichiro was the biggest. I was so pissed seeing him. I was like, yo, you're such a dickhead, bro. Goddamn. At first, I thought Muichiro was Yuichiro. Like, this is just like I thought it was like a split personality. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, this is like actually his twin for real life.
And it's crazy. Like in the beginning, you meet Muichiro and you're like, yo, you a dick, bro.
Yeah, he's
and
straight up an asshole.
And it's like, okay, you ain't that bad.
Yeah.
It's like if that's who you share the womb with, you ain't that bad, son. Yeah. I get it.
It was cool though. Like they got recruited by old boy at the Demon Slayer Corp.
They tried. Like,
yeah, they tried. They was just like, oh, you know, your blood relative is one of the strongest Demon Slayers in history, so you'll probably be one too. I don't want to spoil too much, but you should be one too. Is all I gotta say. And they was just like, nah. Muichiro was mad hype. He was like, yo, bro, come on, we got purpose, bro. We outside. Like, yo, she said we'll eat good.
Yuichiro's like, nah, we good.
Nah, like we're never gonna be nothing, bro. Nah. Let's just work until we die.
Yeah, Yuichiro's whole thing was pessimism.
Yeah, very pessimistic.
Super pessimistic. He was just like, what's the use of trying if we ain't gonna make it? Our parents are dead. Like it ain't gonna happen. We broke. We get no bitches. Like what are we gonna do? There's two of us and we look just alike and we still get no bitch. How's that work?
Like we're shaped like girls.
We look like bitches.
Like girls, bro.
Like this, it just ain't gonna happen with us. Let's just chop down some trees and like eat
Like,
decent.
You could tell Muichiro's like spacing out was just like it's like a coping mechanism from the abuse he's receiving.
Like, I'm tired of listening to this nigga.
I'm gonna tune out the world for a second. Head empty.
100%. It's like I'm tired of listening to this nigga. Let me just go into my own universe.
Yo, Muichiro reminds me of like a dog who doesn't listen. It's like, yo, come on, let's go. The dog just like, you talking? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that rabbit.
And his little brother, his older brother actually, Yuichiro's older twin, that pessimism didn't really get him far because eventually down the line, because of the fact that they stayed and didn't go to the Demon Slayer Corps, they were just living in a house alone. And you know who pulled up? Random demon.
It's always the random demon.
Always a random demon. Demons just be walking around me like, I smell people.
Yeah.
And I'm hungry. We're about to eat some people.
I mean, it was crazy though because it was like a hot summer day, like the hottest night of the summer. They left their whole door open, and bro just pulled up like,
yeah, we got a 2-for-1 deal. Let's go, my man. I didn't know I pulled up on a BOGO.
And it's crazy because I feel like that demon probably knew about them because he was like, yeah, I heard your parents died, by the way. Like, let me put an end to your life real quick. We got this.
You're like, yo, remember when your parents died? Same shit was about to happen to you, but in a different way.
That was sad, bro. Like,
yeah,
so sad.
100%. And like, they tried. Yuichiro especially tried. Like, we actually saw a good part of Yuichiro where he's just like, yo, let me like pull up for my little brother and like fight.
Yeah.
Didn't go well though.
Nah, it didn't.
Did not go well. My man's lost an arm, and he got worked. But Muichiro seeing that just unlocked something in him.
That unlocked all the abuse that Yuichiro gave Muichiro for the past 2 years. That's what really unlocked.
100%.
My boy killed this demon until the sun came up. Like he was just he did some crazy shit, bro. Like
my man's was just like, all right, bet. Bing, bing, bing. All right, we just gonna leave you here. What's that? Sunrise. Bye, bitch. Facts. And then just struggled his way back to his older brother, held his one hand that was left, and just like was like, yo, bro, we ride together, we were born together, we dying, broke boys for life. Like,
facts.
Son.
Yuichiro was just like, bro, I got something to tell you, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I've been the biggest hater my whole life, but since I'm here, I just gotta tell you, bro, like you're actually the strongest person in the world. Like you are literally named after just the power of infinity, and I'm just jealous because my shit is just trash. So I love you, bro. That was some crazy shit, bro. Honestly.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and then what happened was, old boy from Demon Slayer Corps was just like, yo, go back and see if they want to be a part of the crew again. So they pulled up and they just see man's dead and they see man's dying and was like, all right, what can we do to help him?
Yeah.
They were like, well, we can't help this one, so let's just toss him in the trash. But we can help this one. He was the one excited about it, so whew, we got a winner.
Facts.
And then my man Muichiro trained for 2 months and became a Hashira.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Bruh, I don't know. Where else do they do that at?
That's I don't even know. I've never heard of any character in any show in any power scaling literally taking the job on and becoming the master, black belt level in 2 months.
Bro, man's pulled up and became senior director in 2 months.
That's a fact. He said, oh, this assistant position? I say less. I'm here.
He came in as a coordinator.
That's a fact. He came in as a coordinator. Facts. But honestly, he put in the work. I can't lie. He was really grinding until he passed out. Then he kept going. Like,
yeah.
That's why he's so spacey. Like he just became a hunter.
My man, literally, he was working out so hard. He worked out to the point where he would vomit blood.
Yep.
Vomiting blood. Yeah, I don't care where it'll take me. I ain't never doing no workout that's gonna make me vomit blood.
Nah.
I don't got that in me. Muichiro, you're a real one, realer than I could ever be. But down the line, he ended up becoming a Mist Pillar, which is like, as they mentioned in the series, he's a descendant from the Sun Pillar. And mist breathing is essentially a close derivative from sun breathing. And it does work, bro.
Oh, it violates, bro.
Bruh.
Straight up violates.
It's insane.
Bro, like the way he violated Gyoko once he got out that spear, bro, was crazy. I ain't never seen the smoothest counters. Like my boy literally like dodged mid-air.
Yeah.
We ain't seen niggas dodge mid-air in a minute.
No.
Like he dodged mid-air and then still had a comeback, bro.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And my man is bodied up for no reason. So Muichiro I mean, we just seen him be that dude. He's bodied up for for literally no reason. Like, you don't need to have that many abs to be a demon slayer. You don't need to have that many abs to be a Hashira, bro.
I mean, he basically he did HIIT workouts every day for 2 months. I mean, he's like 5% body fat, bro.
He's just swinging swords and doing calisthenics.
Facts,
Literally every day of the week. But let's move on to our last character from this season of Demon Slayer.
Let's do it,
bro. We're talking about none other than Demon Face himself, Scarface himself. My man eats demons for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're talking about Genya.
Yes, sir, Mr. Genya.
Genya is the younger brother, actually, of the Wind Pillar.
Sanemi,
yep. And their story is fucked up.
Oh, it's sad, bro. Just another case of wake up in the middle of the night, hear some crazy shit outside.
All right,
what's there?
Handle it. And Genya was not the one to handle it. I feel like Genya, the reason why his attitude is always so like negative and he's so aggressive is because he knows deep down inside of him he's not player one.
Oh yeah, for
he
sure.
knows deep down inside of him he's always going to be the one assisting.
Yeah.
He puts in work, but he doesn't have the strength to be able to put in enough work to be role one. And I feel bad for Genya. Like, I always hate seeing that with a character where he's like the Vegeta type character where he's just like, I'm gonna keep trying my best, but it's like, bro, you're never gonna be Goku.
Yeah, it's true. But like honestly, that night it was really hard, bro. All the kids died in literally like in 0.5 seconds.
Bro, all of his siblings.
Sanemi thought he was dead.
Bro, he dealt with a parasite situation.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, he got hit with the reality of the threats that our parents gave to us when we were younger. Right. I brought you in this world, I can take you out.
Yeah,
bro.
She really tried to take them out. And the worst part is that like after Sanemi did all that work, Genya goes, "Oh my God, you killed mom. You fucking bitch, bro. What? He just saved your life. What are you talking about? Your mom just killed all your siblings,
everybody,
even the kids,
son.
That was the most vile attack I've ever seen, bro."
Yeah, but Genya's story is also interesting because he's one of, there's probably multiple, but we don't see them especially be brought to the light. But he's the only like prominent Demon Slayer character that doesn't have a breathing form.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He just can't do it. So why does that make me think of that Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown song?
No air.
No air.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
Can't kill no demons with no air. Can't slice, can't chop with no air.
There's no air, no air.
Tell me how my older brother's so strong, but I'm a little nigga who's so weak. Without you, baby, I just can't breathe. There's no air, no air.
Nah, it's true. Bro got no air. But the thing is, right, like so that whole like learning how to breathe, kind of like channeling your core energy thing, that's something that he actually had to get a fake version from Gyome. Like Gyome actually took the time to teach him how to chant the sutras. That's why if you peeped when
that's why he prays.
Yeah, he starts praying. That's his version of breathing.
Gotcha.
That's the only way he can get the concentration to like retain the body and do all that other stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. And also like he just doesn't have, without breathing, like these specific breathing styles, like these breathing styles give them strength.
Yeah, for sure.
We see them produce like specific images, but like the fire, the mist, the love, none of it is real.
Yeah.
It's just them. It's just like them adding a visual to what they're actually doing. But it does like, they have powers in the sense of like it grants them a specific amount of strength.
Of course.
And like speed.
Did you know the love breathing is actually like a spin-off of the fire breathing too? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I remember that. But because of that, he had a supplement for not being able to breathe with the praying alongside of just eating some demon bits, bro. Which is super interesting, which I like the concept of it. It's like, yo, bro, if you don't got one, like maybe you can like pick it up with two. And so basically what he does is he fights demons and he eats them, and then he gains extra strength. So when he like goes to like try to cut off their strong demon necks, he has the strength of a demon to do so, which means that he can cut off their necks.
Yeah.
Also on top of that, he has his Nichiren blade.
Yeah.
He has a Nichiren blade, but it's much shorter than the rest of them. And the reason because of that is he melted his down to create the gun that he has, the Blicky.
Yeah.
My man's, only anime character that you see just walk around with a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah, that's the fact. He be wilding with that, just spraying it. Let it spray.
Yo, bro, like my man literally brings a gun to a knife fight every single time. But he still doesn't really put in that much work with it, bro. I still haven't seen him murk a demon with his gun.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, for us, like, it's kind of hard because we've only seen him fight Upper Moon. It's kind of unfair. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely worked his way up to become I think the level that he's at is like Khan. I forgot the name of it. There's like different levels of the Demon Slayers, and he's like a few steps below becoming a Hashira. So like he killed enough demons to make it work, but we just don't see it on cam.
True, I'll give you that. But also, I don't know. He has a sad backstory, and his powers are just like, they're interesting, but I don't give that much a fuck about them, to be honest.
The funniest thing is where he tells Tanjiro, he's like, all right, bro, if this Upper Moon shows up, just know that's my body, okay? I just need you to know. Like, I need to become a Hashira. Like, that's my body. Tanjiro was like, all right, nigga, you gonna do something. like you really gonna do something.
Like, bro, I know you. You know you.
Yeah.
You ain't your brother, bro. I'm sorry.
Facts.
You could eat as many demons as you want. It ain't happening, fam.
What was fucked up is that they didn't give Tanjiro that W for killing the last Upper Moon, bro. They was just like, technically the sound pillar was there with you, so it's no one's win. It's just a win for us. It's a win for the team. I would hate that.
Bruh. But also, it's just like, if I was them, I wouldn't want to become a Hashira, bro.
Yeah,
just
the
life
alone.
The life expectancy of a Hashira is not high.
Yeah, no, it's like 24 or something
Bruh,
like that.
How come there are no old Hashiras?
There's a few.
You got one old Hashira. You got two old Hashiras.
Yeah, Orokodaki and Zenetsu's
the water
grandpa.
and the lightning one. Yeah.
Yeah, and no, the old boy's dad, Rengoku's dad too.
We got 3 old Hashiras, bro.
Yeah,
they're bad Hashiras. Most of them die.
There is.
Yeah, that ain't the way to go.
Yeah, it's not, bro. It's really not.
Yeah, but nah, Genya, we've seen him put in work. He's a fun character to see because he's just so annoyed by Tanjiro and who he is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Genya is definitely like an assistant type character.
Yeah, he's a C character.
He's a C character.
He's not even a B character. I think that Team Tanjiro puts in more work than Genya.
100%.
But Genya is like I feel like there's always an honorary member of like the main core. So that's 100%. What Genya is. Genya is the he's the honorary ranger. You feel me? Like not the red. He's not the red ranger. He's not the white ranger, or the green ranger. But he's like the blue or yellow ranger. You know what I'm saying? Actually, maybe he's more of the yellow ranger, not even the blue ranger. The blue ranger was always so useful too.
Blue Ranger was always like number 2.
Exactly.
Until like the white or the green ranger showed up.
Exactly.
He became number 2. They stay playing Blue Ranger.
You know who Genya is? Genya is Gaara from Naruto. Like you thought Gaara was mad strong, and then it's just like, okay, cool. When shit really has to go down, you can't even take down a Akatsuki. Okay, cool. We don't need you, bro.
Nah.
Hokage. I don't know how he became Kazekage.
Bro.
Crazy, but let's. This is the Demon Slayer episode.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that's Genya, and I think we just gonna leave you off with
Yeah, that's it. Any Demon Slayer hot take you got, dog?
Bruh. I think Demon Slayer might be the saddest anime that we are currently watching.
Oh yeah.
And saddest and darkest. So like we have the Dark Trio. I don't think any of them hold a candle to how dark Demon Slayer is when you really think about it. We spoke about this earlier. Demon Slayer, there's nobody that has like a decent story. The only person that we could mention was Rengoku.
Yeah.
And he got murked, bro.
He's got abused.
Like with him, he's just like, I got a dad. My mom's probably gone, but I got my little brother. I got most of my family still around.
Yeah.
But he got like, he became a donut, son.
Yeah, basically.
Nah. That's sad. And like everybody's story that you see, it just gets progressively worse. Tanjiro, I walked in and I saw my whole family murked and my little sister got turned into a demon, and now I gotta like try to figure out how to make her a human again with no clue how to make that happen.
Man, all I'm saying is if Tanjiro ever murked Nezuko, that's when he would become king.
100%.
He'll become the strongest Hashira if he had to kill his own sister.
Nah, that's a fact.
For sure.
And that's because like mindset would just change. She's just like, yo, I killed my little sister. There ain't nothing like.
There's nothing to lose anymore.
All these demons going.
Everybody's dying.
All these demons going.
Hashira dying. I don't care about none of y'all. Y'all made me do this. Y'all gave me this blade.
My man's a Inosuke. Dude was thrown into a forest to be raised by pigs.
Yeah.
That's his story. Like literally just, yo, get raised, nigga.
For now. Y'all find out Inosuke's depressing sad story. He probably has honestly one of the saddest stories of all time.
100%. Zenitsu, bro was struck by lightning when he was like 6 years old.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Like, and they kind of fucked up his brain forever. Like,
Bro's hair color changed.
His hair color changed.
How you went from having black hair to blonde hair, bro?
Like, I mean, his story isn't that sad, but like, still, like, we don't know what the fuck happened to his parents. Do we ever learn what happened to his parents? I can't remember.
I forget, and that's like 3 seasons ahead from now too. The whole Zenitsu thing, but we'll see.
Because we get to see. Ooh, stay tuned for Zenitsu, son.
I'll just tell y'all the next seasons is all really just about Team Tanjiro before we get to where we really need to get to. Y'all chime in. We need to chime in. If you really want to check it out, read the manga. That's all I gotta say.
Facts. And then who else we got? We got Tomioka Gyu.
Oh,
bro,
sad.
We we already talked about Yurichiro. Sad. Love Pillar's story. Like, she probably has a decent story, but like with her, they were just like, we know who you are. We don't want you to be that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, figure some other shit out. We need you to be a different bitch because this bitch ain't working.
Yep.
Bro, the list goes on. Like, there's not one good story you can name in any of the characters of this show.
No.
And I'm sure the same applies for a lot of different anime as well. But like, literally every single character is just like a shit show.
It's true.
Like, they all got sad stories. So much so that if you read the manga, everybody gets a flashback of how miserable their story is. Honestly, every single character.
As I was reading the manga, I really found that was the best part of it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I can't wait to see their story. Like, how did they become so messed up in the head, bro?
What fucked you up?
Facts.
Yeah, but nah, I think Demon Slayer is, if it's not number one, it's top 3.
Of course. Top
3 saddest anime stories currently airing right now, purely based off of the fact that nobody in the series has a decent upbringing / like matriculation of life. And as you guys watch the series and as the series progresses, you'll see that it gets progressively sadder and sadder and sadder. It doesn't get happy.
Nope.
At all.
But the action gets better.
Action definitely gets better.
Fights get crazier.
Hands are thrown. But you don't watch Demon Slayer expecting happiness because you're just not going to get it.
That's a fact. And that's for all y'all who say, oh man, Demon Slayer is so happy, they're so cute. Nah, that's just,
it ain't cute.
That's just something that's just drawn to, like, you know, like off put what's really
to hide the pain,
to hide the pain of the actual series.
Nah, that's a fact.
But yeah, I mean, bro, after watching so much of this season, I gotta say Demon Slayer really is it's where it's at for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good anime.
It's a great anime. Yeah, I like Demon Slayer a lot. Shit ain't sweet out there for them.
Nope,
it ain't sweet at all. But yeah, that's the episode. Let's close this out.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching our latest episode of Keeping It 9000. If you want to keep up with us, follow us everywhere at Keeping It 9000, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We also have a YouTube. Go subscribe to that YouTube as well. Hit that notification bell because we are dropping episodes every Saturday right now until, you know, we change up the time. But for right now, that's where it's at. And then also, if you guys want to talk more anime with us, we do have a Discord. You can find that in the link in the bio of all of the social media platforms. So just go on Instagram, click the link in the bio, and you'll find the Discord link. So that's what you really need to do. But yeah, it's been Kev to the right, Jay to the left. This is Keeping It 9000. Thank you for keeping it 9000 with us, because we'll always keep it 9000 with you. And yo, we'll catch you on the next episode.
Hit you with that gang, yo. Bow.
Peace.
It's over 9,000!